To access Sports Club's handbook, forms, and calendars, what you're going to have to do is go to the campus recreation page on the csuci.edu website, scroll down to Sports Clubs, and the first source that's going to be available for you is the Sports Club Council Meeting, Workshop, and Presentation Schedule. This is available via an Excel document that you can download and save to your desktop. When you continue to scroll down, underneath the current president's information, you will find these resources. The first tab will take you to the Forms section, which are forms that are all found on CI Sync. The first section is registration, which includes officer orientation registration, as well as player participant application and the student campus recreation membership. Next, we have the budget, which is a link for the sports club profile and narrative that will be completed at the end of the year. Next, we have the driving forms. If any student member of your club is planning on being a driver, please have them fill out the following. The first is a link to the defensive driving course. This must be completed every 5 years. You will receive a certificate at the end of the course that you will need to send to the sports club representative. Next, we have our authorization form, the DMV form, and the volunteer designation form. All need to be filled out each year to make sure that the driver is official. Below that, we have requests. This is a very important section for sports clubs, seeing as the travel request and the purchase request are two of the most highly utilized forms. The travel request can be completed by any officer or any member that attends our sports club travel request workshop. The next is the purchase request that can be filled out by presidents and treasurers who have the certified training. We also have our campus recreation facilities form, which is used for practice and meeting spaces. So if you would like to reserve somewhere like the Student Union for a weekly meeting, you can do that on this form. Next, we have our sports club event request, which encompasses tryouts or special events. The last two forms we have are the CR equipment and vehicle checkout request and the fundraising request. The fundraising request is approved through CI Sync by Advancement and Campus Rec. No fundraising may take place until this form has been approved. Our last section is for volunteer coaches. If you are looking for a new volunteer coach or already have someone in mind, please fill out the Sports Club Volunteer Coach request. This will let Campus Rec know what your plans are or if you need any help spreading the word. Additionally, under more information, we have a document section on the Sports Club Officer CI Sync portal that will give you access to all of the forms that are necessary to bring on a new volunteer coach. Back on the main Sports Club page, we have the rest of our resources. Our second one here is our Sports Club insurance payment that needs to be paid by all officers and all members of the club in order to be official. Next, we have our CI Sync Sports Club portal that houses all of the forms we looked at on the other page, as well as documents section with driving paperwork and other additional instructions for officers. Next, we have Renewing a Sports Club, where you will find all of the information about how to renew the sports club for the next year. This information is usually emailed to you by the sports club or Clubs and Orgs office. Next, we have Starting a Sports Club that will take you to a Clubs and Orgs page that describes how to start a new club. Next is Steps to Becoming a Sports Club Advisor. If your advisor needs any additional resources, this is a great place to send them. Next, we have Adding and Dropping a Sports Club Member or Advisor. This will give you advice on how to do so. Sports Club insurance information will also give you additional information regarding your insurance. CI Risk Management is the link to the Risk Management page. Risk Management is involved in helping us make informed decisions about the safety of our sports clubs. The Sports Club Handbook contains information important for members, officers, advisors, and volunteer coaches. Our last resource is the Court and Field Schedule, which will link you to a Google document listing all sports club meetings, practices, and competitions. It will also give you information on when our orientations are, our workshops, and our council meetings. If you look at the calendar and you realize that your sport club event is not listed, please contact the sports club office to have it added.